What's up, wrestling fans? Your host, the most Georgia crime in the building. Here with my cohort in crime, Steve the Animal Mitchell.
What's going on, wrestling fans?
What's going on is this. We have a special guest, our first guest officially in the Straight Talk studios.
We do
done
indeed.
interviews before, but they've always been going to them. She was gracious and wonderful enough to come to us.
Thankful.
She is an upcoming great Canadian talent. Her name is Alexia Nicole, a.k.a. the Bubblegum Princess. Welcome to Straight Talk Wrestling.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Thank you so much for coming. So, I guess just a couple things that we want to get into right now. You are very, very new into the business. You started training 2011. Your trainers were Rob Fuego and Taylor Wilde, and you got trained over at Squared Circle Training.
Yes.
How was the overall experience over there?
It was great. I started training with Taylor. There was an all-girls class for a few months. So that was really great just to learn from her, because then when I transitioned into the main class with Rob, I not only did I feel like farther ahead than I would have been, but I kind of knew how my body worked as a girl compared to how a guy's body works. It's as much as you're learning the same things, but you feel like everything's different. So it was cool, but then all the guys there were great. Like Anthony Fiasco really helped me a lot, and he's my brother-in-law now, so I have to thank him for everything.
You gotta give him a shout out.
I gotta give him a shout out. We're family now.
He's family now.
But all the guys there, Shane Saber, Preston Miles, John Greed, Sebastian Suave, all of them, like, they all helped me. I know I'm forgetting names. I'm going to feel bad about it, but all
It's
great.
okay. It's like one of those Oscar Golden Globe speeches where you literally have 12 seconds to try to remember everything.
Yeah.
We're not going to play you out. There's going to be no orchestra music playing you out, so you're good. So I guess the one question that we always ask, everyone always asks, the moment you yourself fell in love with wrestling, do you remember it?
I think I do. I was young. I don't remember how old I was. I was young, and my brother was watching a tape of... God, I don't remember the pay-per-view. I used to always remember it. When Foley got thrown off the Hell in a Cell.
Okay,
Unforgiven 98.
Yes,
Yep.
that's the one. So I was 2 when it happened, so I know I didn't watch it live. But I was watching a tape with my brother, and he showed me this, and I was just blown away.
That somebody could put that much, their
pretty
body
much,
through that much
I
punishment.
saw that happen, and I don't know why. I'd be like, this stuff is great. I could watch this every week with you. But after the second surgery, when I had to do it again, I was more cautious. I hated the idea of doing a lot of things, because I'm like, okay, my arm's going to go back. Can I do that? Am I going to injure it again? Because now I know it's possible to do it again. And even now, my phone's ringing. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. No problem. It's totally fine. That's the great thing about doing these radio shows, is that the people can see that it's not scripted. We're not doing everything's organic, and that's what we love the most about it.
Well,
Punk rock, man.
You can hear my Pokemon theme song going, so that's great.
That's amazing. Have you caught them all?
You got it.
I have caught them all, yes.
Good. My daughter and I are obsessed with it for a little bit. We used to walk around, try to hatch eggs, and after a while, as much as we quickly fell in love with it like the rest of the world, we quickly got bored with it, because I found myself on it all the time. Like anywhere I was, outside at work, on a break, in the bathroom, I'm sitting there, I'm like, is anything around? I'm like, I've got like 15 of you guys. I don't need any more.
I'd be sitting in class and just like casually opening my phone. Okay, can I reach you from here? Can I not?
My tattoo artist yesterday was literally like, we were getting coffee, and he was like, oh crap, I got a Pokeball. Hold on, bro. And he went over in the corner to go catch the Pokeball, and then came back over to go get his double-double.
So I just finished my private investigator training program. And I passed my exam there. I got my licensing number. In a couple of weeks, I write my ministry exam with the government of Ontario, and if that goes well, I get my license.
Because you were, in the research that we've done, at the time it said, it probably wasn't updated, but it said you were in school for criminology.
Yes, I finished my year,
So you finished criminology, now you did the private investigators, and now that's awesome. So private investigators, you can be like, some high-priced woman who thinks her man might be stepping out on her. You'll be hanging in a tree taking pictures?
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, that's what we're talking
about. Like a real, what do they call those guys?
It's a license to stalk, is really what it is. It's a license to stalk and
really
spy.
what it is.
That's totally cool. And then what's awesome is every time I watch those old school spy movies, a lot of times they're chewing gum. Mm-hmm. So you've got that down in the barrel. You've already got that portion of it, right? That's awesome.
That's right.
Gumshoes, that's what they call them, right? Real gumshoes. Right? So in terms of like wrestlers now, or even let's say wrestlers past, somebody gone, is there anybody that you would have loved to work with that maybe not be here right now, and somebody that you would love to work with eventually down the line? Like somebody that is still here and somebody that might have passed on. Anybody from the past you would have loved to work with, and anybody in and around the business now that you would love to work with either in the future or as soon as you possibly can?
Yeah. She's not gone, like she's alive still. I would love to work with Bull Nakano if that was an option. She's just such a fucking badass. I love her.
Yep.
Currently, God, there's so many. I want to wrestle Becky Lynch really badly.
Oh,
I love the man. I am a huge fan.
We wanted to ask you about Becky, just like essentially what you thought of like that whole thing of how that's working out and everything. So obviously you're
I think
loving
it's
it.
great. I think it's awesome. I think she's just going out there being a badass, and that's what people want. That's really what people want, and everyone's excited to see her go out there, finally get a chance.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I love it. Learn how to didn't just be wrestlers. But it is a lot of, you get to the show, if you get there early enough, you help set out, you help put the chairs out, everything. Entrance, sound, you help with everything. Because at the end of the day, there's no big company there doing everything for you. Even when I go to a Ring of Honor show, it's a bunch of wrestlers who have shown up for the day to help set up the ring. So, I've only done it twice, and I haven't done it on a huge show yet. I started doing an electric chair drop.
Right on.
And it is, the second I hit that, it is the best feeling.
And how big is the O every single time?
Huge.
Like how big is that
Huge.
every single
First
night?
time I did it was to a guy too.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Everyone went nuts, and I couldn't believe I did, because we tried it in the back. I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna work. He's like, we'll be fine, don't worry. And we did it, and I nipped up after that. I'm like, oh my god, I popped for myself.
That's amazing.
I'm like, I just
One of
did
those
that,
moments
guys.
where
I
you kind of
just did
stood
that.
up on one knee and you were like,
That's
yeah!
exactly what I did. I'm waiting for footage, but that's literally what I did.